G'day everyone, it's me the anti-theocrat back with another one. We were looking at things ineffectual with the last video, the International Communist Women's Day. So I thought we'd take a look at more ineffectual things happening around us on the planet at the moment. The first of which is this lovely piece of work. Stop, don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Stop, don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop, don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
So as you can see, effectual stuff. This is meant to stop the rape epidemic that's going on in Norway, apparently. A local council spent, a local government district, whatever it is, spent 2.5 million euro or something on the project that created this. The woman in the front apparently ran as a social democrat in elections in Norway, so she's your usual Fruit Loop. Social democrat, for anyone who's not aware, just means a communist who's not willing to commit to, there's too pussy to commit to the idea of revolution, and wants to sneak it in through the electoral system. So she's a commie and not getting elected apparently. This is what she now does for a living. She scams local government areas out of a lot of money in order to do dance routines. This was loaded to TikTok, which I would have thought had a limited view, and I don't know much about TikTok, but it appears to be the teenage girls magazine version of social media, and yes, I would have thought that would offer limited range, especially as far as the attackers go. I mean, are the attackers viewing TikTok videos? Would they understand this dance if you did it at them? I don't know. In any case, we have a second video. I can show you the second video. You'll be thrilled by the second video. You see that? Backed off. The power of the Jedi is with her. Yee! Oh, he won't back off. Oh, she shoved him. That's got to be assault. No, apparently you can do it just with Jedi mind powers as well. If one hand doesn't work, you can use two. There you go. There's always the handbag defense. Now, I do understand that putting up some sort of fight does help, but if this is what's meant to stop those rape gangs, I'm not sure that this is going to work. By the way, this woman in the front, I did mention that she was a politician or had run as a politician. What I didn't mention is that she also denied the rape gangs news when it came out. She apparently insisted that the rape gangs were just right-wing propaganda news and they didn't really exist. Yes, so now apparently she has decided that rape is an issue and this is her solution. I wonder if she's admitting who the rapists are, because as I said, this is loaded to TikTok, the teenage girls magazine version of social media. I don't think it's going to teach the rape gang participants a damn thing. The rape gang participants also don't give enough of a fuck about the people that they're doing it to for them to give a fuck about this anyway. So, yeah. Alright, while we're discussing things ineffectual, let's move on to something else, shall we? Because What's my wife doing in my ears? Social media shit. So looking at things. I've pulled up the wrong screens here. What am I doing? Nobody knows what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Give me a second. I'll have this in order. Pages that reset themselves. Righto. Now I'll show you what I've got up. Okay. Apparently, ineffectual things are gods. Yeah, this is some going back to the old anti-theocrat material. We are going to take a pot shot at the ineffectuality of, imaginary friends. So, Aram Online, whoever in the hell they are, report that Egypt has limited Friday sermons to 15 minutes to prevent coronavirus spread. So it seems that the effectiveness of God is limited to 15 minutes. It's good to know these things. But that's not the only place the Muslim God is suffering his limitations. That's right. Saudi Arabia bans foreign pilgrims as Japan plans to close schools. Yeah, apparently this square here is all but empty at the moment. Because, God can't protect... Excuse me. God can't protect people. That might be my coronavirus coming through. Just so everyone knows, there's no reported cases anywhere near me. But yes, apparently God can't protect these people from each other. So, yes, they are being told to bugger off by humans. But again, not the only place a god is ineffectual. The Daily Star reports that churches in coronavirus scare as both holy water and ban holy water and sign of peace. Yes, holy water, which is apparently blessed, can carry coronavirus. Who'd have thought? Churches across Europe are banning the use of holy water over fears it could carry the deadly coronavirus. It already contains feces, so why not coronavirus? In the Spanish holiday spot Malaga, churches are emptied their fonts of holy water and stopped churchgoers from shaking hands as a sign of peace during Mass to stop human-to-human contagion. Several churches in North Italy have also reported starting to cancel religious ceremonies as a precaution. Meanwhile, a Catholic church in Scotland has forbidden the use of holy water and shaking hands in church, known as a sign of peace, over fears of the spread of the deadly respiratory outbreak. St Cuthbert's Church in Hamilton, South Lancashire, made the decision on Monday to follow the announcement on Sunday of Scotland's first case of coronavirus. Yeah, so it appears that gods are ineffectual against coronavirus. I am going to step up this game up, though, however, and look at something that I find effectual. Yes, the Australian government. I know, surprising as is, but I have to give a big pat on the back and probably shake their hand and spread the coronavirus. But yes, I have to give a big shout out to the Australian government for this one. The Australian Government Department of Health has a coronavirus health alert Facebook web page. All the links will be below as usual, and I will archive this one as of its status today. You can see my archive thing up here, so I make sure I get them all archived. So that if you don't want to go direct to any of these sites and give them your support, you can always look up the archive, and hopefully that material will be there when these newspapers go hiding it in the past. Okay, so they're monitoring the COVID-19 virus, and it's active as of the 11th of March 2020. Now, as you can see, they've got the current status, why the alert, learn more about it, the health sector, if you're at risk, travelers and visitors, and all the rest of it. So the current status, they have some information about what the government's doing and the status of things in regard to that. Following that, they have the status in Australia. So as of 1100 hours on the 11th of March 2020, there were 112 confirmed cases in Australia and 3 deaths. 60 in New South Wales, 15 in Queensland, 6 in South Australia, 2 in Tasmania, 15 in Victoria, 4 in Western Australia, and 10 associated with a cruise ship. As you can see, they break that down further. 15 travelled from Wuhan, 10 were associated with the cruise ship, 18 were from Iran, or travelled direct from Iran or through Iran. 39 cases were reported through other countries with the infection. So only 27 cases and 2 deaths seem to have been associated with cases that were not overseas travel. But they tell us that they were associated with places where people who had travelled had gone or been involved with. The only thing going on here, and the only thing that I found hasn't been updated since I looked at it yesterday, is 3 newly reported cases under investigation as to where they came from. And I imagine it'll just fall into this. There's not going to be any shock cases just sort of pop out of nowhere, is there? So of the 112 Australian cases reported, 24 of the cases reported to have recovered. Then they have the worldwide there's been 117,000 confirmed cases and 4,200 deaths, the bulk of which were in China. So yes, all of this is here. Why the alert, the brochures on the thing, all the rest of it that they've produced. So I think there has been a really good attempt by the government to get information out. What I haven't seen is this reported in the press so that the general public can go and find it and look it up for themselves to work out why the rush on toilet paper might have just been a big scare, because 112 people out of our entire population doesn't really make racing out and snatching up all the bog roll worth the effort. Some people are going to have a rather large stockpile of toilet paper when this is all blown over. But yes, there was one effectual thing going on, probably a far more effectual than treating the coronavirus with to a case of this.
Stop! Don't touch me there.
Stop!
This is
Don't touch me
my
there.
no-no
This is my coronavirus protection sphere.
Stop! Don't touch me there.
Stop!
This is
Don't touch
my
me
no-no
there.
square.
This is my coronavirus protection sphere. Yeah,
Don't touch me there. This is my no-no
the
square.
whole world has gone insane, and ineffectual things going on around us seem to be the norm. Yeah, that's it. That's all I've got for now.
Don't touch me there.
I'm
This
going to
is
call
my
it
no-no
a
square.
day. That's it. That's it. I'm out. You can deal with your coronavirus by doing this little dance if you like. I think, it can't be any worse than some of the other remedies being suggested. Like snatching up all the toilet paper. Really got to get out of this. Alright, I've been the anti-theocrat. There's been another one of these things. May gods remain fictional, and I will see you in the next one. Have fun.